and I haven't actually read this once through, so please bear with me, because that grit kind of has been spread around the top table a bit. So, in a departure from the original advertised programming, I thought I'd start my married life, as I mean to go on, by having the last word. So when at midnight last night I was thinking about whether or not to do this, I figured it might be a bad idea for the following reasons. Firstly, Simon may have stolen all my stories and probably made them better. Well, the wallet story, that was true, and he was lucky to get a second date. The ginger hairs, they are everywhere. And the ginger story, instead of girlfriend, is entirely true, and I am still indignant to this day. Secondly, and this was the one I was most worried about, given this speech would come after 10 minutes of general loveliness from Simon, I was concerned I might be a blubbering wreck. That's pretty much the case, so again, bear with me. Finally, I was worried that this might be a speech too far. However, on this one, I figured I'm not really going to do this again, so I might as well give it a shot. So, about 6 years ago, almost to the very day, I thought my life had reached its peak. It was the 25th of May, 2005. I can see some people already with me. At around 10:30 GMT, and I had been swept off my feet in one of Europe's most romantic cities. As some of you will know, that was the night I was in Istanbul watching the mighty Liverpool come back from 3-0 down to triumph gloriously over AC Milan on penalties, with Shevchenko missing the last one. But then 10 short months later, I met Simon. And I thought there might just be more to life, and maybe other days even more glorious than Istanbul. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you today certain in the knowledge that I was right. This has been and continues to be the best day of my life, and I know that being married to Simon will mean that there are plenty more Istanbuls to come. But I'll come back to that later. Simon has spoken beautifully about all those who we wanted to thank together, and I'd quite like to reiterate a couple of them. Firstly, to our friends, in particular to my 3 amazing bridesmaids, Jo, Lil and Sarah, who, as Simon has already mentioned, made my dreams come true by organising a wholly innocent weekend away with Steven Gerrard. And also especially to my school friends, I feel very privileged that so many of you are here today in the, dare I say it, 20th year since we first met. Secondly, to Alan, Caroline and David, for welcoming me into your family from the start. Well, almost from the start. Once I'd been vetted by the cats, then I was in. But since then, I've most definitely been welcomed with warmth, love, kindness, and the odd bowl of chicken soup. And it's a real honour to be part of your family now. And lastly, to Mum and Dad. What can I say other than I'm immensely proud to be your daughter? Thank you for everything you've done for today, but more importantly, thank you for bringing Ben and me up in a supportive environment full of love, laughter, happiness, and for giving us the roots and wings that you always wanted for us. And now, back to Simon. As my great-uncle Max said to me when he met Simon, you're a very lucky man. No? You're a very lucky girl. He also said Simon was a very lucky man, but who am I to comment on that? And I do feel incredibly lucky that we found each other and that he decided that he could cope with the ginger hairs everywhere and the other men in red in my life. And I decided I could cope with a world where people ordered cheese rather than a proper dessert. Never winning any word games ever again. And sometimes having to wake Simon up so he could hear the first half of the sentence I'd already started. Common theme here. Anyway, I love your kindness and your gentleness. I love your humility and the fact that the most arrogant thing that you've ever said is that you're the best Scrabble player, you know. I love your intelligence, I love your wit, and of course I love your beard. It's been a wonderful 5 years. Buster, I adore you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. That's it.